why am I even listening to you to begin with? You're a virgin who can't drive.
Whenever we're not alone or I'm on the phone and I ask you something, doesn't matter what it is, you always say, I'm right on top of that, Rose.
What is this? You're gonna wear this to the show. You're gonna wear the shirt of the band you're gonna go see. Don't be that guy.
It seems like anytime I hear a mention of a Gen X movie list or see one come across my social media feed, they trot out the same 80s classics, like The Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, or 16 Candles. You know, the John Hughes Brat Pack type of thing. Don't get me wrong, those are great movies and I love them. But they were made for older Gen Xers, the ones who were already in middle school and high school when they hit theaters. I was born in 1977. I was an 80s kid through and through. If I was watching a movie in the 80s, it was The Goonies, or Back to the Future, or Ernest Goes to Camp. And we watched them on VHS tapes until they wore out. But when I made it to my teenage years, that's when the 90s hit. I literally turned 13 in November of 1990. And it was in that glorious decade when my Gen X movies started showing up. So today, I'm giving the 90s their flowers. Hey you guys, my name is Natalie and this is my channel, my so-called Gen X life, where I talk about all things 70s, 80s, and 90s. And today, we are going to dive into the most Gen X movies of the 1990s. If you were in high school and college in the 90s like me, you're going to relate pretty hard. So stick around because I'm going to be pointing out the best of the best while quoting them and probably roasting a few along the way. Real quick, before we get into it, I need to let you know about my channel memberships. I've got 2 levels, Jamming on the One,
Jamming on the One, Jamming on the One,
and I've got 5 on it. The lower tier is Jamming on the One, where you get special badges and emojis and priority reply to comments for just $1 a month. The higher tier is I've got 5 on it, where you get the badges and emojis, plus a special monthly member live stream where you get to contribute your ideas and experiences from your Gen X life to my feature videos. As a matter of fact, some of the titles in this video came from my channel members. It's only $5 a month, and it supports my channel immensely. Also, you can support my work here by buying me a coffee, link in the description, and if you would like to hang out with other Gen Xers and watch movies and TV shows from the 70s, 80s, and 90s every week, then join my Discord. That link is also in the description, and it's completely free to be a part of. No ads, no commercials, just Gen Xers hanging out and sharing our favorite things from our Gen X lives. The way I see it, a Gen X 90s movie should primarily be one that captures the experience of 70s and early 80s babies during their teen and young adult years. It's not just any movie we watched in the 90s. We're talking about the movies that reflected our cultural moments, attitudes, and struggles. The ones that actually felt like they were made for the younger half of Gen X. And honestly, the best Gen X 90s movies, well, they weren't just movies, they were us, the sarcastic, flannel-wearing MTV generation bridge between the analog 80s and the digital world that was coming. So we are going to do this year by year. For each year, I'll give you a rundown of what came out and then give the proper recognition for the best of the best. The ones that actually defined my part of the generation, not just the older cohorts. So hit that like button if you're Team 90s Gen X, subscribe if you haven't already, don't forget to drop your favorite 90s Gen X movies in the comments, and let's get into it. The decade began with just 3 Gen X movies in 1990. Okay, well 4 if you count Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But wow, did we get quality over quantity. Each one of these titles gave audiences a new and unique look at life for a Gen X teenager at the time. Starting with House Party, which was pure early 90s Gen X wish fulfillment, we got 2 best friends throwing an unforgettable blowout while their parents were away, and one grounded kid risking everything to sneak out and chase the girl of his dreams. No cell phones, no helicopter parents, just latchkey kid freedom, boombox jams, rap battles in the living room, the dodging of neighborhood bullies and bumbling cops, and that perfect mix of teenage rebellion and we're all gonna catch hell tomorrow kind of energy that defines so many of our weekends. House Party, starring Kid and Play, is the ultimate snapshot of what a perfect wild night felt like before the world got too connected.
Man, and when it's done and said and done, play's gonna be the victorious one.
Then there was Slacker, a low-budget indie film from Richard Linklater that was shot around the city of Austin, Texas in the summer of 1990. While Linklater is technically a boomer born July of 1960, he was one of the first and most influential directors to truly capture that early 90s Gen X vibe. Slacker feels like the moment the 90s indie aesthetic really crystallized. Wandering conversations, aimless but thoughtful young adults drifting through a day in Austin, rejecting the 80s reach for the stars hustle in favor of ideas, odd jobs, and just being. This movie helped define the Generation X stereotype really and name in pop culture, alongside Douglas Copeland's 1991 novel, and it kicked off a wave of low-stakes, hangout-style films that felt authentic to a lot of us who came of age without the neat resolutions or big emotional payoffs of earlier teen movies. While John Hughes defined the 80s teen movie and nailed that suburban 80s high school experience with clear archetypes, heartfelt monologues, and that mix of rebellion and eventual conformity, Linklater went the opposite way and became the voice of 90s Gen X with Slacker, trading big drama for real meandering life. There was minimal plot, no big dramatic arcs, just life unfolding in loose conversational slices. This is my first mention of Linklater in this video, but trust and believe, it won't be the last.
Yeah. Well, what have you been up to?
Not too much. Graduated a couple years back. Just pretty much hanging out. Yourself?
Oh, yeah. You know me. I've been keeping up with my JFK assassination theories, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know.
You know, you're reading one of the great books on the subject. It's great. Rush of Judgment, you know, has all that testimony, you know, from of all the witnesses who were never called before the Warren Commission.
While I have a special place in my heart for both House Party and Slacker, there is no denying that the best and most quintessential Gen X movie from 1990 is Pump Up the Volume. It's all about a shy, transplanted high school kid in 1990 Arizona who starts a secret pirate radio show from his basement, where he rants about everything that sucks: corrupt school administrations, teenage isolation, and a world that doesn't listen. But his anonymous late-night broadcasts end up sparking a rebellion among his fellow students, and eventually he's forced to decide how far he'll go to be heard. Pump Up the Volume is one of the most raw and honest snapshots of early Gen X teenage angst. Christian Slater stars as Mark Hunter, the quiet new kid who becomes Happy Harry Hardon on his underground shortwave radio station. With no internet, no cell phones, and no one really paying attention, Mark uses his anonymous show to call out the hypocrisy at Hubert H. Humphrey High School, especially the principal quietly kicking out undesirable students to boost test scores. What starts as a personal outlet for frustration turns into a voice for every misfit, loner, and fed-up kid in town. It captures that pure 90s teen feeling, the mix of boredom, rage, and quiet desperation, set to a killer indie punk soundtrack. It's the anti-polished teen movie. No big prom scenes or neat resolutions. Just a kid with a microphone saying the quiet part out loud and inspiring others to talk hard and steal the air. It's perfect early 90s Gen X rebellion.
Everybody rolls with...
You see, I never planned it like this. My dumb dad got me this shortwave radio set so I could just speak to my friends back east. But I couldn't reach anybody.
If I had a normal family and a good upbringing, then I would have been a well-adjusted person.
Depends on what you call normal.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, you a punk, man. Hey, yo, wait a minute. Wait a minute, hey. Man, it's family business. Wait a minute, hey, yo, what's your problem, man? Y'all are brothers. You ain't supposed to be fighting each other. It's been a punk for Trey, let him fight. Get off Mama's boy. Get him, go.
What's your name?
William Tepper.
William Tepper. What does your father do, William?
He's a contractor.
According to this, he owns the third largest construction company in the world.
Yeah, he's a contractor.
The most Gen X movies of 1991 included two groundbreaking dramas, which were My Own Private Idaho, starring Keanu Reeves and River Phoenix, and Boys in the Hood, starring Ice Cube, Cuba Gooding Jr., and Morris Chestnut. But there was also a teenage action flick and one fantastic comedy, which both starred Keith Coogan. After appearing alongside Sean Astin and Will Wheaton in Toy Soldiers, Coogan shared the screen with Christina Applegate in Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, one of my all-time favorites because nothing says 90s independence like a 17-year-old running a fashion company while her brothers eat cereal for dinner. The premise of Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead was absolutely wild. Applegate plays 17-year-old Sue Ellen Crandall, the oldest of 5 kids, and their single mom goes to Australia for the entire summer and leaves her kids behind with this horrible babysitter who she doesn't even know. And then the babysitter ends up dropping dead like the first day she's there. Instead of telling their mom what happened though, the kids do things the Gen X way and decide to live parent-free and take care of themselves.
What should we do with her body?
Call an ambulance, call the cops, I don't know. I mean, they're gonna come and get her. They're gonna ask us a lot of questions.
They'll probably blame us.
They'll definitely call Mom.
She'll blame us.
Yeah, she'll hop the next flight home and then she'll be in our faces.
I don't want Mom to come home.
But the money their mom left for them was still on the babysitter when they dropped her off at the morgue. So Sue Ellen has to get a job so she can take care of her siblings. She ends up getting a job at a fashion company in Los Angeles. Okay, well, it's a uniform company. Let's be honest. While her little brothers and sisters continue to eat nothing but fast food and cereal and cause nothing but trouble. It's one of those latchkey kid fantasies, faking adulthood and somehow making it work, and I honestly just lived for this movie, and I still watch it regularly and use the line, "I'm right on top of that, Rose," to this day. God bless Christina Applegate. She's in my prayers.
You are supposed to go down to personnel. That is on the first floor. There is a great big sign that says, personnel. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Together.
What do you do, shower once a week?
Is that an invitation?
Douglas, Ben needs more, eh? Good.
Oh, shit.
Topic.
Oh, wow, look at that jacket.
Oh, this is so lush. Wouldn't you guys just love me in this?
Guys, what's the sitch? I'm bored.
What do you think?
Please, it's so 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, my friend. Try and experience what I'm about to chirp in your lobes, okay, cool? Today, buddy, we're gonna discuss grindage. Having filled the furnace, packed the cheeks, and stuffed the gills. Okay? You're probably used to eating twigs, right? But out here in the US of A, buddy, we got something called the 4 basic food groups. And length, this is not one of them. Oh.
1992 was pure Gen X gold, a year that perfectly bottled up our mix of slacker energy, budding romance, and total absurdity. You had the ice-cold charm of The Cutting Edge, one of the most rewatchable rom-coms ever. Then came Buffy the Vampire Slayer with Kristy Swanson kicking undead butt in a flick that mixed horror and high school snark before the TV show made it iconic. Eddie Murphy gave us Boomerang, flipping the script on dating and power dynamics in a stylish, sexy comedy that still hits. And on the ridiculous side, we got the stoner comedy Encino Man, starring Brendan Fraser, Pauly Shore, and Sean Astin. But for me, there were 2 standouts of 1992. First, we have Cameron Crowe's Singles, an ensemble piece that captured the early grunge-era Seattle music scene with 20-somethings navigating love and apartments, all set to a killer soundtrack. This movie is a Seattle grunge time capsule, with the actual members of Pearl Jam starring as members of the fictional band Citizen Dick. We also got appearances from Alice in Chains and Soundgarden, with Chris Cornell writing songs for the fictional movie band, along with Pearl Jam's Jeff Ament producing. According to Crowe, Singles was a love letter to Seattle, with a simple theme of single people coming together to create their own family.
Doghouse as an encore, man. Jesus.
We can't start off with that. What's the point of making those people clap so we come out again?
You don't get it, do you, man?
I totally agree with Cliff. Hey, check this out, man. A review of our record.
Whoa, snap. Read it out loud, man.
Once again, when the shirtless Cliff Ponce starts to sing.
Wait a minute, man. I don't want to hear anything negative.
This is Mississippi State's offensive set. 2nd and 2 on our own 24. What defensive set might we call?
Eagle zip a hero unless a setback shifts into the eye.
Good. 3rd and 7.
Okie Thunder Lion.
What's your assignment?
Kill the quarterback. Hit the tight end so hard his girlfriend dies. Kill everybody.
This is James Wright. He's a singer, songwriter. Very good.
Did you know I was going to be here? I had no idea. I swear.
Welcome, Jim.
Jim, I like that.
1, 2, 3, 4. Until now, I've been blind.
Now you kind of quiet, huh? Guess so.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Betty, Judy, Josie, and those hot pussycats. They make me horny Saturday morning. Girls of cartoons won't leave me in ruins. I want to be Betty's Barney.
When did you get back?
This morning. You're still here. I thought you were going to New York or something?
Well, I still am. I just need to save some money first.
You're still working at the bar, though?
Yeah. You should come by.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Introduce me.
Tracy, this is my friend Carl.
What's happening? Nice to meet you.
The variety of Gen X movies that we were blessed with in 1993 was quite impressive. We got the extremely underrated college football movie, The Program. There was also The Thing Called Love, which was River Phoenix's last movie. Poetic Justice, starring Tupac Shakur and Janet Jackson, hit theaters that year, along with Mike Myers' So I Married an Axe Murderer. And I had to mention Son-in-Law, one of my absolute favorites, and one I related to more than I probably should have, which starred Pauly Shore, Carla Gugino, and Tiffany Amber Thiessen. But there was one movie in 1993 that, dare I say, was the most Gen X movie ever made, despite being directed by boomer Richard Linklater and being set on the last day of school in 1976. Yes, I'm talking about Dazed and Confused, which I swear has the most Gen X cast ever assembled. We're talking Parker Posey, Joey Lauren Adams, Ben Affleck, Jason London, Cole Hauser, Mia Jovovich, Adam Goldberg, Rory Cochrane, and Matthew McConaughey in his very first film role.
Say, man, you got a joint?
No, not on me, man.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Like I said, Dazed and Confused was about a bunch of kids on the last day of school in 1976, but it might as well have been 1993. They're driving around, hazing freshmen, smoking weed, trying to figure out who they are. There's no computers, no cell phones, no social media, and that was Gen X teenage life in the early 90s. Plus, there's no big climax, it's just pure vibes. It's one of the most honest hangout movies ever made.
All right.
Oh, Christ.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Cool. You heard about the party being busted, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Not to worry. There's a new fiesta in the making as we speak. It's out at the Moon Tower. Full kegs. Everybody's gonna be there. You ought to go.
Linklater talked about wanting Dazed and Confused to be the inverse of a John Hughes movie. No car crashes or pregnancies or life-altering crises, just the low-key boredom of small victories and a flow of real teenage small-town existence. And I can testify to the fact that the shift from Hughes' polished, wish-fulfillment teen dramas to something more observational, ironic, and anti-corporate, that message resonated really hard with early 90s Gen X sensibilities. Dazed and Confused, to this day, is still on the top of many Gen Xers' favorite movie list, and for very, very good reason. And oh, that soundtrack. How can I not mention that soundtrack? It still slaps, even though it's all 70s music. It's still great. We were listening to 70s music in the 90s. What can I say?
Let me tell you this. The older you do get, the more rules are gonna try to get you to follow. You just gotta keep living, man. L-I-V-I-N.
Would you be willing to take the test again?
I don't know, man. Them tests are culturally biased.
Well, everything is culturally biased, Leon. I'm just trying to get you in college.
If I couldn't play basketball, would you be trying to get me in college?
No.
At least you're honest.
Oh, so my time ain't money, huh? I see you finally decided to join us. Get dressed.
It's all in there, buddy. The money, the shoes, everything. I don't need your kind of help, buddy. I'm not running with you anymore.
You don't have no choice.
You're right. Don't.
And now, I want to, play in the NBA like anybody else would want to be. That's something I think about all the time, playing in the NBA.
When I get in the NBA, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go see my mama. I'm gonna buy a house. I'm gonna go there and make sure my sister and my brother's okay. If we okay, Dad.
Hey, Chaz, why don't we just play the tape on the air? They're gonna be throwing deals at us.
Can't do that, man. Console's busted. Hey, it's this or nothing.
Okay, super duper, we're making records.
1994 had 3 of the most Gen X movies ever made. Honestly, I could have just done a video about this one year alone. First, there were a lot of basketball movies in 94, including Blue Chips, Above the Rim, and the Oscar-winning documentary Hoop Dreams, which was about 2 real-life Gen Xers trying to make it to the NBA, and was partially filmed in my hometown. See, right here.
Yeah. Party people, let me see you now. Throw your hands up. We got the good rhymes, we're making the good times. We're taking over your mind and we're getting the good vibes. Now you're telling me don't stop the melody. Good times ahead of me. Yeah.
There was also Airheads, which was kind of a flop at the time, but ended up becoming a cult classic thanks to the cast of Adam Sandler, Chris Farley, Brendan Fraser, and Steve Buscemi. We also had 3 elite Gen X titles in 1994. First, we had what some call the ultimate Gen X manifesto, Reality Bites. Directed by Ben Stiller in his feature debut, this film followed a group of 20-something college grads trying to figure out life after university. Starring Winona Ryder, Steve Zahn, Janine Garofalo, and Ethan Hawke, this movie tried to nail that exact moment when Generation X had to choose between staying authentic or selling out to the corporate machine. For me, this movie tries way too hard, and it's not one of my favorites, but I have to acknowledge its place in Gen X history, especially because of the killer grunge and alternative soundtrack and iconic lines like, Evian is naive spelled backwards.
Ricky just figured something out. Something wonderful.
Evian is naive spelled backwards.
I also had to mention this movie because Ethan Hawke was so smoking hot in it.
You find me attractive? Sitting here eating brownies? You do. You're strangely attracted to me right now. You're oddly attracted to me. It turns you on. This is what you like to watch.
Come on!
For many 20-somethings back in the 90s who were feeling lost, Reality Bites was funny and painfully relatable. It put that tension between idealism and reality on display in a way we hadn't really seen before. But for others, this movie was simply their introduction to My Sharona by the Knack. That was me. I was in that group. Oh, also, I got my hair cut like Winona Ryder after watching this movie when I graduated high school, and it did me no favors. Looked so much better on her. But anyways, I will still say that my favorite thing about Reality Bites is the song Stay by Lisa Loeb, and that one-shot video. That was elite.
You say, stay.
Okay, so in my opinion, the movie that truly handed the microphone to Gen X was Kevin Smith's Clerks.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
This 1994 black and white indie masterpiece is widely seen as the first real Gen X directed film, a raw, dialogue-driven slacker comedy that captured the frustration, sarcasm, and pop culture obsession of teens and 20-somethings stuck in dead-end jobs.
What did you like better, Jedi or The Empire Strikes Back?
Empire.
Blasphemy.
Smith, born in 1970, was a convenience store clerk himself, and he wrote a script packed wall to wall with razor-sharp banter, Star Wars debates, porn arguments, and endless references to movies, comics, and even hockey on the roof. That kind of hyper-verbal, reference-heavy style was groundbreaking at the time. It felt like real friends talking, not Hollywood screenwriting. Brian O'Halloran starred as Dante Hicks, the eternal complainer who's not even supposed to be here today, while Jeff Anderson's Randall Graves dropped some of the most quotable lines in 1990s cinema.
I hope it feels so good to be right. There's nothing more exhilarating than pointing out the shortcomings of others, is there?
What makes the story even better, though, is how this movie got made. Smith funded the entire $28,000 budget by maxing out a bunch of credit cards, selling off his massive comic book collection, borrowing from his parents, and using his own paychecks, plus some insurance money from a storm. He shot it after hours at the Real Quick Stop and RST Video where he worked, filming from 11 o'clock at night to 6 o'clock in the morning for 21 straight nights. And he did it in black and white to save money, but it looked like it was security cameras from the store. And then they opened the store for his actual shift the next day. This is just insane. Against all odds, this ultra low budget gem exploded at the Sundance Film Festival, got picked up by Miramax, and gave an entire generation a sarcastic, unmotivated, and hilariously authentic voice. And this movie's success launched Smith's Viewist universe, which will get quite a few more mentions in this video.
There's a million fine-looking women in the world, dude, but they don't all bring you lasagna at work. Most of them just cheat on you.
PCU, the 1994 college comedy that took a flamethrower to the rising tide of political correctness on campus and somehow predicted the chaos we're still living in today. Directed by Hart Bochner, the film drops a clean-cut high school senior named Tom, played by Chris Young, into Port Chester University, aka Politically Correct U, where every group has turned outrage into a full-time major.
Those aren't women, Tom. Those are womanists.
Hey, Sam, isn't that the guy that you used to,
Yeah. You went out with a white male?
I was a freshman.
Fresh person, please.
Please.
Go talk to her. What's the problem? Watch this.
He's coming over here. Sisters, form a wall!
Jeremy Piven stars as Draws, the laid-back leader of The Pit, which is a ragtag crew of wastoids who just want to party in peace while the rest of the campus loses its mind. The movie hilariously roasts absolutely everyone in equal fashion. The militant womanists who treat every man like a walking war crime. The Afrocentrists seeing conspiracy in every corner. The vegan hippies. The computer geeks. The gay activists. The trust fund revolutionaries. And especially the ever-shifting cause heads who latch onto a brand new world-ending crisis every single week like it's a trendy accessory.
It's a whole new ball game on campus these days, and they call it PC.
PC?
Politically correct. And it's not just politics, it's everything. It's what you eat, it's what you wear, and it's what you say. And if you don't watch yourself, you can get in a buttload of trouble.
It is dead-on satire of how PC culture turned universities into protest factories where fun became the real enemy.
That's great, Sam. Why don't we just forget about fighting the philocracy for a few hours and go have a good time, right?
Exactly.
Oh, and did I mention that Jon Favreau, David Spade, and Jessica Walter are all in this? Based on the writers' experiences at Wesleyan University, PCU feels less like a time capsule and more like a dark prophecy. Watching it now, you'll laugh, cringe, and realize that we didn't listen.
I'm a black man. There's no justice for me here in America. I should be at the front of the line.
Yeah, well, I'm gay and subject to ridicule and discrimination wherever I go.
Women are oppressed throughout the world. Give it a rest.
And yes, the best part is, it all ends with George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic throwing the ultimate blowout that unites everyone in the one language that actually matters. Pure funk. Alright, y'all, I'm going to take a break right here, and I'll be back next week with the conclusion of the most Gen X movies of the 90s, which will cover 1995 to 1999. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and have those notifications turned on so you know when the next episode drops. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye!
before I fuck your right. Yes, will I'll do anything for your love and hate. But on a serious step, are you qualified? Just can't